Hey everybody, it's 8:15 in the morning and it's day 15. Let's go for a run. Hello everybody and welcome to Question Time with Antón, a space for you to ask of me any questions, doubts, concerns that plague your mind, and for me, Antón, to answer them. Without further ado, let's start with our first question. Faisu asks, with this challenge, is something changing in your life? What will be different when you wake up on days 31, 32, and 33? Dear Faisu, the main thing that I think is changing is the fact that I'm improving myself a lot in terms of force of will. So the fact that I am training my force of will to be able to do this every day, no matter what, I think it means a lot of how I see myself and how I perceive myself, my self-esteem, that I promised myself I would do something that is actually turning out really hard for me and that I am actually doing it. So I think that the first change would be in terms of self-perception and self-esteem. The second thing is being awake in the morning, and I mean actually aware and awake and mindful of what's around me. It's a completely different me, the one who's arriving to work these days, than the one that would normally be like, like completely sleepy and just like, I just got out of bed and ran here. It's a very, very different me, and I like this one better. Which actually links to the third thing, which is punctuality. I am being able to get to the office with time and often like before my time quite easily, and it's not being a great effort, while it's always being hard for me to be punctual and sometimes like always like 5-10 minutes late to do things, which is something that I never liked about myself. Daniel asks, are you gonna leave your job and then be able to devote yourself exclusively to the YouTube and satisfying your thousands of fans? Dear Daniel, my answer is yes. In the videos, we can see that you're following a daily routine. What time do you usually get to work? I usually get to work around 10. I'm not doing that. Been wearing this all day. Do you have any kind of script for the videos? I don't have a script. Okay, that's actually a really good question. I don't have a script. What I do is I run, I come back home, I record whatever I come up with, then go to work, and then at night I look at what I did that day and I start putting it together and I assemble something. Which is why sometimes, like in a video, you can see like there's two conversations, one which is what I'm saying in the video, and the other one is like all these notes and like text showing on the screen that's talking about something completely different. I do keep like post-it notes with ideas of things I would like to talk about, but nothing like a script really. I did script the first video for the presentation because I wanted to, like make sure I knew what I was going to say. But these ones I don't at all. Well, today I actually do because I have questions and stuff, but What camera do you use? I use my iPhone camera and sometimes my laptop. Like right now I'm using my laptop because it's more comfortable and it's a better angle as well. How long do you normally run and what times are you making? I usually run like 3 to 5 kilometers and from 15 to 30 minutes. I think that on average it's more like 20 something. Have you noticed any physical improvement from the challenge so far? I do think I'm improving physically. Not a lot really. I'm not keeping track of like weight loss or anything like that. I might have lost a bit of weight. Definitely my legs are stronger. Dear Daniel, that's a lot of questions. Pablo asks, when are you planning to cut your braid? Dear Pablo, never. What's the actual reason you have it? Well, even if it's super hard for some people to believe, the real reason is that I actually like it. Yeah, just that. I do like it. I mean, what's not to like? It's great, it's awesome. Melanie asks, do you think you'll be running on a regular basis after these 30 days are up? If not, why not? Smiley face. Dear Melanie, I haven't decided yet. One thing that I have noticed is that making these videos takes longer than the actual running. So I think that when I finish with the challenge and with the videos, I will be so relieved that running will be actually easy. Maybe not during the weekends, but Monday to Friday or something like that. So I hope so. I hope to actually, get like some habit out of this. It's part of the idea, really. Guillermo asks, how do you think that your everyday life and your moods have changed since you started running? Dear Guillermo, my daily life has changed in two ways. One is that I am usually in a better mood, so I do feel like, more energized. And the other one is that I'm more tired. The reason for which is that I started being better about my sleep schedule. Now I'm actually a bit worse because of all the work and all the videos and everything. So it's starting to pile up a little bit, and I do feel more tired on my day to day. But I do feel also partly on a better mood. Also, this keeps me focused, so I have like something to achieve and a clear goal to go for. So I think that also like keeps me motivated. Have you considered making a video of yourself running away from a dog? No. Several dogs? Still no. Haven't you considered that maybe when you smile, you think you're smiling too much from one side because perhaps you're turning your head towards the other side? Okay, I made a note here with what I wanted to answer to you. I have no idea what I wrote. Like, I can't read this. It's something like me easing of me. I have no idea. Sorry. Nothing. Shane asks, what's with that guy staring at the tree between 040 and 050 in the daytime video? Are the zombies real? He does look an awful lot like a dormant zombie. Dear Shane, I know exactly who you're talking about. And yes, you're absolutely right, he might very well be a zombie. On the other hand, he also was smoking a cigarette, so maybe he was just a dude who went to the park to smoke a cigarette. Unless it's a zombie pretending to go to the park to smoke a cigarette so that he can get you unaware. Lydia asks, do you really think that you would have given up if you had promised this only to yourself and you hadn't shared it? Dear Lydia, I actually might have. There have been days where it was really, really hard to get out of bed. And I think only the feeling that this is something that I'm doing no matter what, that, I promised myself. Okay, yeah, I see where you're going now. Like I said, I promised myself as being more important than I promised others. And it kind of is, right? But I think that the fact that I made this commitment was the way of taking it seriously, of marking it as something important that I want to do. But I think that at the bottom of it is the fact that I want to do it. I am the one who decides that I will run for 30 days and then I go and do it. Does the positive side outweigh the negative one in this experience? I gotta believe so. Also, I think that in the future, I will remember the experience as something rewarding, and I will probably think less of how hard it was during the time, and I will think nicely of the memory I have of having done all this. What would you point out as the most beneficial in running every morning so far, and why or why would not recommend it? I would definitely recommend it. I think it's great for activating yourself in the morning and for being more aware of what you're doing day to day. Dear Lydia, that is also a lot of questions. This is great. I'm gonna keep wearing this, like, I don't know, for work or wherever.